Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. Today I am going to tell you about Masjid Al-Aqsa Part 2. As in the previous Part 1, we explored the spiritual heart of Masjid Al-Aqsa, a land that witnessed the footsteps of prophets, a place where the heavens once opened, and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ascended from the night journey of Isra wal Miraj. But today our focus turns from the world of prophets to the world of warriors, because after centuries of peace, Al-Aqsa would soon become the center of one of the bloodiest conflicts in history. Section 1, the beginning of the Crusades. In the year 1095 CE, something powerful happened in Europe. Pope Urban II, standing in France, delivered a speech that would shake the world. He told his people, "The Holy Land is in danger. Muslims have taken Jerusalem. You must go, fight, and win it back." But there was more beneath the surface. The Pope promised something huge: forgiveness of his sins for anyone who joined the war. For poor people, it was a chance to escape poverty. For knights, it was a chance to gain land, power, and glory. Tens of thousands answered the call. They became known as the Crusaders, Christian warriors sent to the east. Their journey was long and brutal. Many died on the way from hunger, disease, or battles. But those who survived reached Jerusalem in 1000 CE. Section 2, the siege and fall of Jerusalem. The Crusaders laid siege to the city. For weeks they attacked its walls, starved the people inside, and finally broke through. What happened next was horrifying. The Crusaders massacred thousands. Muslims were slaughtered inside Masjid Al-Aqsa. Historical records say blood reached the ankles in some parts of the city. Jews were burned alive in synagogues. Even some Christians from Eastern churches were killed. Masjid Al-Aqsa, the blessed sanctuary, was turned into a church. The dome was stripped, the carpets were removed, and a cross was raised on top of the Qibla. For the next 88 years, Muslims were banned from entering the holy site. It was a time of pain, confusion, and sorrow across the Muslim world. Section 3, the rise of Salahuddin Ayyubi. But Allah never leaves his servant helpless. While Jerusalem was crying, a leader was being prepared by destiny. Salahuddin Ayyubi. He was born in Tikrit, Iraq in 1137 CE. His full name Salahuddin Yusuf ibn Ayyub. From a young age, he was trained in Islamic knowledge, the Quran, hadith, and warfare. But what made him special wasn't just his military skill, it was his heart. He was humble, he was just, he prayed at night, he helped the poor, he forgave enemies, and he never lost focus. Jerusalem must be free. Salahuddin didn't rush into war. First, he united the Muslim lands, which were divided between kings and sultans fighting each other. He brought together Egypt, Syria, and parts of Iraq, all under one banner. This was the biggest step because unity was the key to strength. Section 4, the Battle of Hattin and victory. In 1187 CE, Salahuddin made his move. The Crusaders had broken a truce. They attacked Muslim caravans and insulted Islam. The time for patience was over. Salahuddin gathered his army, not just warriors, but scholars, imams, and people of character. They marched to Athens near the Sea of Galilee. The battle was fierce, but Salahuddin was a master of strategy. He cut off the Crusaders' water. He waited until the sun was burning hot, and then he attacked. It was a decisive victory. Most of the Crusader leaders were captured. Some were executed. Others, like King Gay of Lusignan, were spared as a sign of mercy. Now the path to Jerusalem was open. Section 5. The peaceful liberation of Al-Quds. When Salahuddin entered Jerusalem, people feared another massacre, just like the one in 1099. But what happened? Stunned the world. There was no bloodshed. There was no revenge. Salahuddin allowed Christian families to live peacefully. He gave them time. He even helped the poor among them. Masjid Al-Aqsa was cleaned with rose water. The azan was raised again. Muslims prostrated on its floors after nearly 90 years. People cried. It felt like the earth itself was sighing in relief. Even Christian historians wrote with respect about Salahuddin. His mercy, his character, and his justice made him legendary, not just in the Muslim world but across the history. Reflection. The liberation of Masjid Al-Aqsa wasn't just a political victory, it was a spiritual awakening. It showed the world what happens when a leader acts with taqwa, unity, and mercy. But this wasn't the end. After Salahuddin, the region faced more challenges. Empires rose and fell. The Ottomans would later protect Al-Aqsa for centuries. Then came colonization and the modern struggle that continues to this day. In the next part, we will explore how Masjid Al-Aqsa journeyed through Ottoman rule, British occupation, and into the Palestinian resistance of today. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Take care. Allah Hafiz.